Hey y'all, and welcome back to the party. It's your girl BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Tom Segura. Every family has one stupid person, and I'm in agreement. Let's see what he has to say.
About being an American in Canada is that there is no depth to how stupid you feel we are capable of being.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anything is possible as long as we end our sentence with, oh, I'm American. And you're like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you're the dumbest person alive. Yeah. Like, I could be like, I didn't know you guys have electricity. And you'd be like, what, are you out of your mind? And I'm like, well, I'm American. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's totally reasonable. Yeah. You're like, I feel like every family has at least one profoundly stupid person in the family. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm like already so excited for this bit. Before he gets started, I just want to say I agree with this. Like, anytime I travel internationally, I don't care where it is, I've actually never been to Canada. But anytime I travel internationally, the first thing I say if I don't know something is like, excuse me, I'm American. It's like, everyone in America thinks America is so great, but we also know that everyone in the world thinks we're dumb. And so it's like our lead excuse. Anywhere you go, you're like, I'm sorry, I'm American. I hate to bother you. Or, so sorry, I didn't know, I'm American. I don't speak English. Sorry, I don't speak that language. I'm American. It's like, it is my first line of defense when I don't know something and I'm out of the country, because everyone gives you that pass of like, dumb Americans. They don't care to research or learn our language just a little bit to pass by. Like, I think what he said to open this bit is so spot on and so accurate. And I think it's going to lead into even more funniness because the title of this has me already in stitches.
Even really successful families. Like, you ever meet a family where it's like a doctor married a lawyer, and they're like, you know, our 3 kids went to Harvard and Yale and Princeton, and you're like, yeah, but you have 4 kids. And they're like, yeah, he's out back. What's he doing? Just trying to figure shit out. What kind of shit? Like, don't stare at the sun? Shit like that? Don't you have somebody that you call, like, just to feel smarter? You don't have somebody like that? Like, you're having a really bad day, you're like, oh man, today sucks. I'm gonna call my cousin Brian. That's not your cousin, Brian. I'm talking about my cousin Brian. You guys are like, I don't have a cousin Brian. I was talking about my cousin. I called him a few weeks ago, and I was like, what's up? And he goes, just putting together a list of the smartest animals. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Smartest
for your research. I get it, yeah. He's like, I got it down to the top 3 smartest animals. It's dolphins, elephants, and wolves. And he goes, which do you think is the smartest? And I was like, well, I mean, I don't know about those. I just know that humans, we're the smartest animal of all. We're the most sophisticated. And he said, what makes you say that? Highways, open heart surgery, shit that dolphins don't do. Are we really going to argue this one out? Plus we have thumbs. He's also one of these guys, like, if we go out to eat, every time we go out to eat, if I order first, if I go, yeah, let me get the teriyaki chicken, he'll be like, man, that's what I was going to get. You still can. Because we're at a restaurant. I didn't order the last one. Yeah, but then we'll both be eating the same thing. You know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean.
Okay, first of all, I do believe that every family has a ding dong in it. Maybe not mine. My family might be perfect. I don't know. But what I also think is funny is, like, any American sitcom that you watch that's like centered around a family, there is always one person in the family who is a little out there. There's always one kid in the family that's just the comic relief or just not like the others. And so I think that also speaks to his point. He also, in a weird way, reminds me of the comedian from, oh gosh, The Hangover. What's his name? Zach Gilfanath. Zach, you all know who I'm talking about. Something about his physicality and his delivery reminds me of him. A little less hairy. Like, I think Zach has like a bigger beard and more hair on his head. Sometimes, most times, anytime I've seen him. And then I just think I love his like dry sense of humor and how like he's just like, bro, you can also order this. But I want to also say I am guilty of that. Like, if I want to order something and somebody orders it, like specifically like my husband or my daughter, someone whose plate I can pick off of, I'm not going to order the same thing unless there is just absolutely nothing else on the menu that entices me. I'm not going to. So maybe I'm the dumb person in my family because that's me. Ask anyone that knows me. I'm like, well, you just ordered what I wanted. Now I can't order that. Now I got to find something else. And to note, I am the most indecisive person on the planet. I'm a Libra. I can't make a decision to save my life. Don't give me too many options because we'll be here all day. So am I the villain? Am I the dumb one? Is it me? Is it me?
Because I'm eating it, and then you're eating it, and it's weird. No, you're weird. It's not weird at all. It's weird if I go, I'm going to propose to Christy, and then you go, I'm going to propose to Christy too. That's weird. Then we have to have a conversation. Like, what are we going to eat at the wedding? Teriyaki chicken? I don't know. People ask me all the time, because I travel so much. I travel almost every week, and people will ask me, they'll be like, oh, is there something you observe, like, about everybody? Like, is there something that stands out about everywhere, you know? And I think there is. I think there's one singular observation, and that is that everybody just wants to connect. It doesn't matter where you go or what language you speak, people just want to connect. And you know when you have chemistry with somebody, you know if you're like, I want to hang out with this person, or I want to date this person, or I want to harness this person to the bottom of my big rig and drive them around for a while and bury them 18 miles west.
Good Lord, that's specific.
And when I drive by, I'll get a boner. We all have these thoughts, right? Everybody gets murder boners, not just me.
What is a murder boner?
Sometimes there's nothing there and people try to force a connection. I think that's rude. You know, like I was checking in at the airport to come here, and the lady behind the counter goes, where are you going today? And I said, Montreal. And she goes, I have family in Vancouver. And I was like, what a coincidence. And she goes, yeah, they got a furniture store. And I was like, I like to sit on furniture. We're 2 for 2. I have shoes on. Do you have shoes on? Do you like to walk around? We should party. There's nothing there. Sometimes there's nothing there.
Period.
You're not supposed to connect with everybody on the planet. That would be an absurd notion. You should embrace that. I've been doing this. You should do this too. Next time you're at a bar or you're just out walking around and somebody goes, hey man, just go, nope. No, I'm all friended up.
Friended up.
And they'll be like, I just want to know what time it is. And be like, I only tell my friends what time it is. Thank you guys very much. You're a lot of fun.
All right. I have never heard of Tom Segura. Tom Segura. But he was funny. That was a really good, funny, like everyday bit that he made super funny. I am also the same way. Like, I cannot stand awkward interaction and conversation that feels forced. Like, sometimes you meet a stranger and you just fall into conversations, and other times you're like, please, 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 please. You can't read the room. You don't feel that. You don't feel that there is no energy here. I'm not reciprocating what you are passing over here. So I agree. I'm like him. I agree with him, except for the teriyaki chicken. I will not eat what you're eating if we're at a restaurant. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All right, guys, go have the day you deserve. Peace.